Hey everyone, Michelle Ngome, your networking coach. I am back after a 2-week hiatus. My apologies, but I want to go as quickly as possible and give you a recap. For the past 2 weeks, I have been training with Remington College, got a new job. I'm recording this October 16th. So I've been in training for the past three weeks, 1 week break, and tomorrow, the 17th, is my first day of teaching in the actual classroom. So I'm excited. I need to touch up on a few things this evening, but for the most part, I think I am ready to go. And I think the biggest challenge for me right now is just the schedule. I don't like idle time, and I have a 5 hour break in between classes. So I'm just trying to find, mentally, I'm trying to wrap my head around what will be the best way for me to maximize that time within the 5 hours between maybe grading papers, going to work out, and doing some things in my business. But Remington College, here I come. I am teaching. I'm trying to impart some additional wisdom on the people. I don't want to say young folks, but the people in the classroom. And I'm teaching Microsoft Office, so that's PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. And I've been practicing, right? I've been practicing, so I'm trying to get prepared myself. As far as business, so shout out to Bashari, Guidry, Awaken Visions Media. We finally finished my speaking reel. I had my last speaking event on September 23rd, I believe. That was a Wednesday. And I've been working with him for almost 6 months, close to 6 months. He came out, recorded 4 different events, recorded plus photography. And from that, was able to go over the footage, put a few pieces together. So I have a new updated speaking reel where I'm focusing on social media marketing and networking. And I'm happy with the video. I should get that out soon. I'm not for sure when. I want to say probably within the next 2 weeks. Not this week, because I am anxious. Let me back up. I just got that video, I think, on Friday the 14th. I think that's Friday the 14th. I already had a busy weekend, teaching next week, so once again, I am anxious about that schedule. So I'm trying to still put a few things together, how I'm going to, not just, I can put it on my website, I can put it on YouTube and Vimeo, but because of the video, I'm actually thinking about updating my website. So just little things like that I want to kind of finalize in my mind. In addition to that, I've actually hired a VA, a virtual assistant. I knew I was going to need this once the teaching job was given to me, just because pretty much I'm teaching about 4 to 5 hours in the morning, an additional 4 to 5 hours in the evening. And I have that 5 hour gap in the middle. And I don't think I'm going to come home and work, or somehow I'm going to stay within the school to just do things. And I just know I'm going to lose a lot of time. So I was like, let me bring on an assistant to kind of help me with some things. And I want her to focus on social media, transcribing my audio, presentations, possibly videos or rants. I also want her to start emailing organizations when it comes to speaking. I have a lot of contacts and lists and all these types of things, but I was hoping she can start shooting out cold and warm emails to people, and not just that, because I can do that, but the problem I have is the follow up to that. And I'm hoping, I have scripts for her, I have items already charted. I want to kind of go back and tweak those because it's been a while since I created them. Not necessarily tweak, but providing instructions on, like, hey, this is how I see it. Hopefully you can do it in this order. But at the same time, I told her in the email and the instructions, I am so open. If you have any good ideas, please throw them my way. If you have any suggestions, tweaks, do what you do. Because, I'm all about playing to your strengths. You have to play to your strengths. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to touch the system, work the system for a little bit, and then see how it's going to work for you. So I'm excited about the VA. I'm hoping it's like I don't have a lot of expectations, right? I want her to pace herself. I wanted her to do good work because it's not a lot of hours, but I want it to be long term, right? I want it to grow and wishing for the best, I guess, hoping for the best. And hope is not a strategy, but she's done some work for me regarding my podcast, and I was like, I got a good feeling about her. And even though she edited my podcast well, I felt like it would be better if I used her in a different area. And so I snagged up a different podcast editor, and now I have her as my VA. So I'm trying to get those management skills, right? Really feel like I'm trying to form my team here: photographer, videographer, assistant, podcast editor, graphic designer. We're all spread out in Houston, overseas, but I think I'm onto something, and I need that help. I just have to be consistent. I have to be consistent. So this upcoming week, October 17th to 20 something, I'm really don't have any plans. I'm relaxed. I just want to focus on this teaching, the schedule. Something just came up a couple of hours ago with the teaching. I'm very open, accepted it, accepted the changes. So this is going to be like even more interesting, but the best is yet to come. Oh, I did speak yesterday, Saturday, October 15th, 100 Black Men, shout out to them. They had a collegiate leadership forum. I spoke on elevator pitch. They call it elevator speeches. That's why I'm a little tongue-tied. I spoke to about 10 to 12 students from University of Houston and Texas Southern campus, a great group of students. They were already connecting with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, definitely for the people, right? I love talking to students because I feel like when you're in college, you have so many resources and people that are willing to help you if you ask. And some great kids. I already feel connected to one of them. I feel like I would like to use him in the future for some upcoming work. I didn't tell him that, but definitely I'm hoping to connect with him and see what happens. Because going back to my team, like I know who I need or the types of people I need, and I'm trying to just bring those people and making sure that I craft and share my vision in the best way possible, that they're not thinking, oh, I'm just doing social media, but social media for a purpose, because I buy into what Michelle is doing. So yeah, so that's it. That's the two week weekly recap. Once again, this week, just teaching, keeping it easy. Hopefully I report back with something good about the VA, the progress on that. But that's it. Just remember, I believe in you. A personal connection leads to an influential network. Thanks for networking with Michelle. Check out the podcast. I go into more detail what I've been up to. And then last week's episode was tapping into your past to realize your purpose, something along those lines. But networking with Michelle.